on that?
I take sight meds.
Okay.
And I see things that my mother tells me is not real.
Okay.
So, at the urging of family and friends, I've reached out to people that know that animal man is. I get delusional. I have very rapid, independent thought processes. I always think I see a friend everywhere I go. You know what I mean?
How long have you been off of those meds?
Oh, I should really ask Kayla. She was so involved in my treatment and getting home. I would say around 8 days.
Daily. People think going to treatment is going and getting off the drugs, getting alcohol out of your life. If a person really bows themselves into treatment, it's a lot of classwork.
Yeah.
It's a lot of just being willing to listen. You're in class 8 to 10 hours a day there. It's focus driven on you catching on. It's not even a platform to leave with. It's a concept of what you have to apply to your life.
Right.
To lead. They preach a year into treatment that you do refrain from getting into relationships. I struggle with that. I like slot machines. I like women. If it ain't expensive or don't text me back, I usually don't like it.
Let me ask you this, Dwight. I know that I came and spoke with you guys, and you came up to me afterwards, and you said, basically, you know, you were going to need a place to go, but what was your plan if you couldn't come to Saved by Grace House?
I don't know that there was one. I was hoping to be included in something that I could. Although they don't guarantee you to just put you on the street. There's 2 members of staff up there that work with Little Rock City municipal organizations to find you housing, find you employment, food services when you get out. About halfway through treatment is, I think, when you shared your story. For me, about halfway through my 28. I knew that if I went back to anything that I was familiar with, I was going to familiarize myself back with that life. So when you came and shared your story, I didn't really have this big aha moment. I remember very humbly asking you kind of about the house, this and that. And, you know, there's a member of staff up there named, we'll just call him Matt. He told me to pray for God, for me to pray to God to realize that I was not the smartest person running my life. Grew up in church, claimed to be a prayer. He taught me the fact that if you pray for God to open your mind and to accept the fact that things can happen differently if you act differently, if you work for something different.
Since you have been at Saved by Grace House, what has been the hardest thing that you've had to go through since you got out of treatment into a chemical-free living environment? What's the hardest thing you've had to go through?
I constantly seek instant gratification from my family. You know, when we're at Saved by Grace and we're doing the step work, or we're making dinner for a brother, washing dishes, whatever it is, we see those actions. We see who's trying, we see who wants to participate. The people that we've pushed out of our lives, the only burning image they have is the habit. They're not familiar with this new attempt. Reaching out to family can absolutely be one of the biggest pitfalls in your recovery, because they may not want to talk to you. You know?
Looking forward, if you could give people advice that are thinking about maybe getting some help, but they're still kind of caught up in their addiction and they're maybe hesitant to admit that they have a problem, or maybe they're afraid that they can't be fixed, you know, what advice would you give those people?
You stay until the miracle happens. You stay until things get better. It sucks, man. You have great days. You have days where you just want to slap the hell out of everybody. You stay until the miracle actually happens. And it could be a little touch of gratitude that drives you. It can be hopelessness that drives you. Because if I leave this program, there's no life. There's no hope. There's no promise. You know, I think some people may be scared to reach out to this because they can't afford it, or it's not feasible to miss a month's work. It's about being broke. It's about having to borrow $20 to get underwear or deodorant or ramen noodles. It's about somebody trusting you enough to know that you're going to be there to give that $20 back.
Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, please like the video and subscribe to our channel, as we will be posting more videos like this every week. Thank you and God bless.
Went to class like they asked me to.